Hello everyone, I'm Chris, and this is everything you need to know before watching Hawkeye Season 1. Real quick, if you're watching this video and you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to know anytime we upload a new video. Clint Barton is a special agent of S.H.I.E.L.D, a special law enforcement and counterterrorism agency, directed by Nick Fury, that often deals with paranormal and superhuman threats to international security. He's an extremely skilled marksman, being dubbed the name Hawkeye, and was one of the founding members of the Avengers, along with Black Widow, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, and Thor. The Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, was originally a target of S.H.I.E.L.D to be apprehended by Clint before he made a different call, recruiting her to work for them as a spy. The Avengers Initiative was an operation conducted by Fury to bring together a group of remarkable people to fight the battles that the rest of the world never could. These six fought off Loki and the Chitauri army in the Battle of New York. I got it. And later Ultron, an artificial intelligence peacekeeping program created by Tony Stark that went rogue and became obsessed with the extinction of the human race. Following this, Clint retires, wanting to spend more time with his wife and two kids as they have a baby on the way. But during an Avengers mission in Lagos, a new member, Wanda Maximoff, accidentally destroys a building, killing multiple Wakandan civilians. Wanda joined the Avengers during their fight with Ultron, after initially fighting against them with her brother Pedro. But after learning of Ultron's plans to not only wipe out the Avengers, but all of humanity, they went against the machine. But Pedro would end up losing his life, sacrificing himself to save Clint and a young boy. Following Wanda's incident, the United Nations decide that the Avengers should no longer be allowed to operate isolated from government control. They enact the Sokovia Accords, an international panel to control the Avengers and monitor the growing number of enhanced individuals. Stark and Cap butt heads over signing the Accords, leading to an Avengers civil war, with Cap calling in Clint to help and rescue Wanda from Stark, who had placed her in hiding, which Clint would do as he felt as though he owes her. But once the infighting ends, Clint, along with the rest of the Avengers who did not sign the Accords, are put under house arrest. While completing his sentence and enjoying a day with his family, they would suddenly disappear into dust. Thanos, a superhuman from the planet Titan, had sent his army, known as the Children of Thanos, throughout the universe to collect the Infinity Stones so that he could bring stability to the universe by wiping out half of all life, as he believes his massive population will inevitably cause it to perish. And although the Avengers would put aside their differences and fight valiantly, Thanos embodies the power of the stones, wiping out half of all life, including about half of the Avengers, with a single snap of his fingers. 3 weeks after the snap, the remaining Avengers find Thanos in retirement on a faraway planet, and after learning he destroyed the Infinity Stones, Thor beheads him. The next time we see Clint is 5 years later in the year 2023. He has spent that time mercilessly killing criminals who survived the snap, before being confronted by Black Widow while in Tokyo, massacring members of the Yakuza. Romanoff, the new Avengers commander, was met by Scott Lang, a fellow Avenger known as Ant-Man, who had escaped the quantum realm when a rat activated the controls of the machine he had been stuck in throughout the 5-year blip. He told her that his 5 years in the quantum realm felt like 5 hours, and using that knowledge they could find a way to exploit the realm's time-bending nature to travel back in time and retrieve the stones from different timelines. Natasha, Lang, and Captain America meet with Tony Stark at his house, where he lives with his wife Pepper Potts and daughter Morgan. Stark initially declines to help, not wanting to lose his family, but after thinking of the people he had lost, he successfully solves time travel. Romanoff convinces Clint that they have a chance to bring his family back, so with his newfound hope, he offers to be the volunteer to test run their time machine, going back through time and ending up at his old home. He hears his family in the house and grabs a baseball mitt, successfully bringing it back to the present, proving it works. The Avengers each pick destinations from the past where they could retrieve the Infinity Stones, with Clint and Natasha heading to Vormir to capture the Soul Stone. There they meet the Red Skull, who informs them that in order to do so, one of them must lose that which they love.
An everlasting exchange. A soul for a soul.
The two share an emotional final conversation before Clint takes her down with an arrow shot and leaps off the mountain. But Natasha grabs him out of the air and attaches him to the mountain with a harpoon. Although Clint holds on as hard as he can, she lets go and falls to her death, sacrificing herself with the stone. The Avengers return to the present, being struck with grief upon finding out of Nat's death, but they believe to not let her death be for nothing, and recreate the Infinity Gauntlet with Hulk embodying the power of the stones. He snaps his fingers and successfully brings back those they lost in the blip, with Clint immediately receiving a phone call from his wife, but they are suddenly attacked by an alien spaceship that destroys the Avengers facility. As they were collecting the stones, a 2014 variant of Thanos learned of their plans and followed them back to their timeline. A huge battle ensues with all of the lost Avengers joining in on the fight, before Tony uses nanobots to obtain the power of the Infinity Stones, taking them off of Thanos' gauntlet, and sacrificing himself to wipe out Thanos and his army. Captain America then returns the stones to their original timelines before staying in the past, enjoying the life that he left behind all the way back in 1942. Clint then is finally able to reunite with his family and looks to make up for the lost time.